Maniscalco at Sackett Systems to answer that question. He's the guy who's the president of the company that builds all of these steel structures that lift batteries for forklifts. It's fascinating. We're going to walk around a little bit. We want to know, why do you think you couldn't get your hands on the stimulus cash, Len?
Okay. Well, number one, we're trying to expand our line. We want to go into manufacturing automated parking systems, which is something similar to what we're doing today.
Which these huge structures that we're seeing being built right now are meant to lift up those cars.
Right. That's what we're trying to get into.
You need the money and you can't get it.
That's exactly right. So we tried to apply for stimulus money. We applied with our Department of Economic Development here in Illinois, as well as our congressman and our state senator. And they all told us there's no stimulus money available. And we started looking into this back in, I think, maybe October or November of last year.
So tell me something. If you were able, how much money are you looking for?
We're looking at $1.3 million.
If you were to get that money, how many jobs do you think you could create, like the ones that we're seeing here?
We feel that we can establish or create at least 100 new jobs. Plus the fact that the equipment that we want to manufacture is not being manufactured in this country. So we want to bring all that foreign operation back to the United States.
All right, so you're going to keep going after it, but right now the feeling is you're not even seeing anybody in the area getting their hands on stimulus dollars.
Exactly, that's very true.
All right, Len Maniscalco, Sackett Systems. We're right outside O'Hare here at Dagan and Connell, and prime example of a guy who runs a company. He's making stuff. He's making things that could progress the economy, hire workers, in fact, hundreds of workers, and they just can't find the stimulus dollars, and you guys have been trying.
Exactly true.
Sandra, thank you so much. Sandra Smith in Illinois.
All right. Show Me the Money, the line made famous by Tom Cruise, now being echoed across the nation as manufacturers continue to wait for the end of the $700 billion stimulus in order to kickstart their struggling businesses.
Sandra Smith joins us with more live from the Sackett Systems Manufacturing Company in Illinois. Sandra.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Lori. Well, these guys are saying, show me the money. Let me tell you what these workers are working on right now. This is a manufacturing facility where they build steel structures that lift and store, listen to this, forklift batteries. Yeah, guys, people have to think of this kind of stuff. With stimulus money, the company would be hoping to use the same steel structures to lift and store cars in parking garages. And to give you an idea of how old this company is, I've got Len Maniscalco, the guy who runs this company and owns this company since 1982. At the turn of the century, you guys were manufacturing wheelbarrows.
We're talking about the turn of the 19th century, 1897.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You guys want stimulus money. Why?
Well, we need it in order to update our equipment, in order to get robotic welding. In other words, if we're going to compete with the Europeans or we're going to compete with the Chinese or Asian market, the only way we can do this is by having updated equipment.
And
we can't afford it, so the stimulus program was put together to help us get started again, and that's what we're looking for.
And your idea is to use these steel structures to lift and store cars. You saw it happening over in China. How much money are you looking for from the stimulus?
$1.3 million. Our people, our manufacturing as well as our engineering department put a program together to decide, to determine how much money we actually need. And that's what they came up with.
But they're telling you no, and I'll ask why.
They're telling us because there is no stimulus money. That's what they're telling us.
And how many people do you think you could put to work if you got your hands on that stimulus money? You're the guy that money's supposed to get to. You could employ how many more workers, you think, in a short period?
We could add at least 100 more people to our staff.
All right, so real quick, we'll turn around here, and I want to show you, Chris and Lori. I'll go from Len over to Dan Dwyer. He's the general manager on this project. We only have a couple seconds here, Dan. But eventually, where's the finished product? What would we be looking at as far as if you guys got the stimulus money you needed to build what you need?
It's automated, mechanized parking systems so that you can be more efficient in the parking of cars.
And Lori and Chris, here, I'll ask him, why aren't you guys getting the stimulus money? Where's the money going?
We don't know. All we know is that it may be going for some paving of roads, but that's about all we know right now.
So it's a frustrating situation. We're right outside O'Hare here. These guys are trying to make stuff that would advance technology, advance the United States, and put people to work. They're saying, where's the money? Because they're not seeing it, guys.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Sandra Smith, I'm detecting a theme with her report. So where's the stimulus money? We're not somewhere, but we're not getting it.
Yeah,
That's kind of the answer.